So you ready for our intro? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on. Ready?
You want me to say it too?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There we go. Perfect. See, we've been practicing just like that. You ready for the most cheesy intro that's not going to be real?
Okay.
Welcome back to Tumbling Through Life with Paige, where we dive into all things cheer, tumbling, and stunting. Plus, how we make it all work in the midst of our busy lives. Whether you're here for coaching tips, athlete stories, or just a dose of cheer spirit, I'm glad you're tuning in. Because that sounds like me. Sounds like ChatGPT. All right, everybody. Today, I've got a very special guest here with me. You all know how much I love this girl sitting across from me. But let me take a minute to brag about her for a sec. Kaylen has been tumbling with me for how long?
Is it 6 years?
At least. Yeah, 6 years now. When she first came to see me, she was self-taught, but so athletic and eager to learn. It didn't take long before she was picking up new skills, and she quickly became one of my most coachable athletes. Now, I'm sure most people would call it favoritism, and they would be right. But Kaylen and I have always just clicked. She's been a joy to coach. It's been amazing to watch her grow over these past 4 years. She's pushed through so many challenges, and I honestly couldn't be more proud of the person sitting across from me today. I can't believe we're actually here. We've been joking about this for forever.
I know. I've literally been thinking about this for literally a year, and now it's came so fast. Oh my gosh.
Let's start at the beginning. When did you start tumbling with me?
I started tumbling with you the end of my 6th grade year.
You were a baby. In your little tennis skirt.
Oh my gosh, always.
And no shoes.
Bare feet. You let my dogs out.
Yeah, your dogs were out. In my basement that wasn't finished.
Mm-mm.
You've seen all of the transition here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at us. And now you're coaching. What'd you do before you started tumbling in cheer?
When I was little, I did dance. Then I quit that, went into rock climbing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went into gymnastics, and then I went into tennis.
And then you decided to do cheer. Why?
I decided to do cheer. It was my 8th grade year. My mom would ask me every single day, like, which one do you want to pick, tennis or cheer? And I had no clue. And then I finally picked cheer because I just thought it was the best option for me. And I'm so glad that I did.
When did you start cheering? What was your first year?
My first year was my 7th grade year.
Was that a good first experience?
Yeah, I honestly had no clue what I was going into, like fully blind. And it was so fun because there was so many girls on the team. I didn't have as many friends because I was coming from an elementary school that didn't feed off into Lehigh Junior, where I went to. And so I got to meet a lot of new people with doing cheer, which I'm really happy about.
8th grade year, you were pulled up onto the 9th grade team.
Mm-hmm.
And who was your coach then?
Kirsten. Mm-hmm. And a little bit of you, but not a lot. You weren't really there.
I had a baby.
You? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had Peter. He's no longer a baby. He's grown up a lot. What made you decide that you wanted to try out for high school cheer instead of just do the freshman team, like 9th grade cheer?
I felt like I had the skills that were needed, and I really wanted to be on the high school team. Like, that was my number one goal, was to be on the high school team. And, yeah, I'm glad that I did.
Freshman year, you had lots of struggles with concussions.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Freshman year was really hard, but I also learned a lot that year, for sure. I was getting injured all the time, and it set me and my group back a ton, and my confidence was, like, at an all-time low, and I think my group was too. And we were doing these elite-level skills, and we didn't have as much practice on them, and I didn't really feel comfortable doing them, too, because I was getting injured a lot. I had one of my scariest concussions. I didn't feel confident getting put up in the air at all. Like, I was really scared. But I remember that my group always just wanted to try, no matter what. They were always super motivated and super hardworking and always wanted to push through no matter what. And I think that helped me a lot. Going into my sophomore year, I learned how to have more confidence in myself and in my group and how to put my trust into both them and me. I think that benefited me a lot going into my sophomore year.
I know that It was a hard experience for you to go through, but I think you are a better athlete for it.
Mm-hmm.
And you were just tiny and you were a go-getter. Like, put me in coach. That was you. Like, I'll do it.
Always.
And I love that about you. And that's why you got so hurt so many times, because you were just balls to the wall. I'm going to do it 100%. And there you go, and you get hurt. Tell me about coming back from concussions. What would you have advice-wise?
It was really hard coming back from my first one because I didn't really want to try anything. And I was super, super timid. And I know it's not okay to, like, be throwing these skills, like these full ups and stuff, and not being fully confident in yourself doing them, because you're more likely to get hurt anyways. When you come back, take things step by step. Basics first. Take things easily. And if you don't feel comfortable, say it, because you don't need to be getting yourself hurt again. It's not worth it.
Yep. Return to play is important.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure you're following protocol, listening to yourself and your symptoms.
Exactly.
Yep.
Be honest with yourself. Mm-hmm. And your coaches. I learned that.
Yeah, because we can see. I know sophomore year was your favorite year.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing, or what stuck out to you about your sophomore year that was different than the other years?
I'm sure. I wonder if Kaylen and Puggy already said this, but winning state in both football and cheer was like one of the coolest experiences of my life. Like driving back from UVU and blasting "We Are the Champions" in the back of the bus while being escorted by all these police cars, and then later that night being recognized at that basketball game was truly unforgettable. And it was way more meaningful too, because cheer just got sanctioned that year. And so we were the first people to win the 6A co-ed state championship. Like, that's so cool to me. Like, if I'm going to win one, at least win that one, right? Also that year, I became really close with all the seniors, every single one of them. And they taught me so much about my confidence and also feeling like I had a place on the team. And I'm so grateful for every single one of them.
All right. Junior year. Yeah. What was your favorite thing about last year?
Junior year was like one of the funnest years ever. Like, I love that all of us on the team were like just a bunch of best friends. Like, we always had fun everywhere we went. Like, whether it was like practice, assemblies, games, or like any other event we went to, we were always just having so much fun. And I loved that. I just loved being able to hang out with my best friends every day. And that year was a little bit of a struggle bus. We had some struggles throughout competition season. It was really hard, but I always remember feeling motivated by our captains and seniors. And they were always just willing to work hard and push through, and they gave the best advice.
Senior year.
Senior year. Wow. That's weird to say. It's been a great year. It's really been awesome to be a captain this year. Like, it's truly been a blessing and an eye-opening experience for me. And being able to be someone people can be comfortable around and tell their problems to and just feel like they can talk to me is my favorite thing. Like, I love being an example for someone, and I love talking to everyone. And one of my favorite memories probably this year is probably at the beginning of the year, Cheer Olympics. So fun. I loved being able to learn more about my team and all these newbies coming in, and being able to spend time with them outside of practice has been so fun. Hashtag top bananas forever. Win. I'll take it.
You fought hard for that.
Oh, yeah. You know it.
Yes, you did.
Oh, my. That was so funny. The costume one, the amount of people I texted is crazy. To just go comment, top bananas, hurry, go now. Like, we have to win. But I loved being able to cheer with all my best friends this year. I've been able to grow a lot of good relationships with people, and I'm going to miss them so much.
Coaching ninth grade. What did you learn?
Oh, my. I loved coaching ninth grade. That was one of the funnest experiences. Like, being able to coach those girls and guy and see them improve throughout the year and watch them grow and succeed throughout every competition and practice was so uplifting and like a sense of accomplishment for me, and it was so fun being able to have a bunch of little like best friend babies. I love it. It's and I also learned a lot about what it's like to be a coach and like see that perspective and how much time and effort and how stressful it is for each and everything, and how you create the routine and putting people in certain spots, and like if people get injured you have to redo the whole thing, and it's very stressful, and then you just have to take things piece by piece, and you just don't show it at practice, you're just chill about it. And
You're inside freaking out. Like,
you're inside, you're like, and then you're like, no. Like if someone got hurt at practice, Paige, I always remember to be like, nope, I'm gonna be the calmest person in the room. Like, oh, like you just got the wind knocked out of you and you can't breathe. Oh, we're just gonna sit here.
And I'm sitting here, I'm like collapse, and you're like full on.
Exactly.
Coming back to.
You just can't. You just risen from the dead, and Paige is just sitting there, and I'm just like, what am I gonna do right now? Like I was like, Paige.
Breathe, breathe.
Oh my gosh.
That was freaky.
That one was scary. And then the freaking ankle the size of a baseball. I'm sitting here, I'm like, are we sure it's not broken? And we just carry on through practice like it was nothing. Put someone else in our spot, and we're like, oh yeah.
Hey, Wendy.
Sorry.
Will you come pick up your daughter? She's got a baseball.
She's got a baseball in her foot. Oh my gosh. And that was nice because she didn't even cry. She was just chilling.
Like, oh, it's huge.
It's absolutely ginormous, and it's purple and green, but it's fine. So funny. Oh my gosh. I love that. I love ninth grade.
The coaching perspective is something you don't get to see as a teenager very often.
Yeah.
And that's why I really encourage participation from high school into the youth program.
Yeah.
Because it helps you empathize with our position. Each year our teams change.
Yeah.
And things fluctuate. You know, you have kids grow a foot in a year. You have kids go from flyers to back spots or can't fly anymore and you have to ground them. And it's just one of those things that having the coaching perspective helps you be a better athlete. And especially if you want to go into college, it is something I think you've benefited from, because now you know what it's like to make those decisions. And it helps you be the athlete that you'd want to coach.
Yeah.
And it changes everything.
For sure.
How has Skyridge Cheer been for you?
It's been amazing. I've loved it so much. I've learned so many lessons throughout the year, and a bunch of things that are going to help me in the future, like how to have good communication, how to be a leader, and how to like problem solve is all that's going to help me throughout life. And I've loved being able to make new memories with both my teammates and my coaches each year. It's been amazing, all the fun things that we've done, and I'm truly grateful for every single person that I met throughout this program.
What do you want younger cheerleaders to know about being a flyer in the sport?
It is not easy being a flyer in this sport. You are the center of attention at all times. Everyone is eyes on you, and if you're not doing your job, then you're not going to succeed, right? But also, most people look at the flyer and they see them fall and they're like, oh, it's all their fault. Like, that was the flyer's fault for sure. Like, they just fell. But there's so many different components that go and lead to the success of a stunt. Like, everyone has to work together and do their job. And if they don't, then the stunt is bound to fall. There's so much you can learn throughout this, and what I've learned, you just have to have confidence. That'll make your experience so much easier, as if you're coachable and confident in what you're doing. I'd also say that there's so much you can't control with flying. I've learned that a lot this year, especially. You just can't be overcritical of yourself. Take things piece by piece. Nothing's ever going to be perfect.
I feel like high school cheer is probably the hardest time to be a flyer, because your body goes through so many changes. You're not going to be 14 forever. You're not going to have that body for forever. because it's not your body. It's a 14-year-old girl
Who hasn't hit puberty yet.
Yes, she has not
Yeah.
hit puberty. Your body changes through these years. And how do you find the confidence?
You have to have that confidence or you're just going to be looking weird in a way, you know? You're going to be looking awkward and you're going to look like you're having no fun. But once you have that confidence, everything is so much easier. Like you have so much more fun having that confidence and doing your like sassy faces and stunts. Like it is the funnest thing ever. Sure, it's going to take a minute to find, but you can practice and practice and practice and learn. And I think also just the drive to succeed and like my mindset like that also comes with that, with confidence. Is I want to succeed so bad, so I'm going to put all my effort, all my confidence into one thing. But
I love it. That was great. Let's talk about Ava.
I love Puggy. She is seriously one of the nicest people I've ever met. She's super inclusive and never wants anyone to feel like they're left out, no matter what. She has just this shine to her. Like every single time she talks to someone, she's like the easiest person to talk to. Yeah. Like I have some of my best conversations with her.
She's really blossomed in the last couple of years.
For sure.
She's gone from like quiet
a
and
little
insecure.
shy, little Puggy.
Yeah. And she's just truly come into her own. What about Kylie?
Kylie. Oh man. I've known Kylie since like 3rd grade, but I don't think she knew who I was because I was a little weird as a child. That's okay. And we didn't become friends until like 5th or 6th grade. And then we did cheer together. She's literally one of the funniest people ever. She always has a smile or she's always laughing about something. You could be saying the dumbest thing or she's saying the dumbest thing and she just has to laugh about it. Or you just have to laugh about it because it is just so stupid. Like me and her have a new thing we come up with every 2 weeks that we just quote for every single minute. And I love doing that. It's so fun.
Something I love about Kylie is music's on. That girl's just vibing.
She's
like,
vibing. She's jamming out back there.
Just dancing by herself. Like, I'm like, you go girl.
She's also super fun to talk to when she's not in like the joking mood.
Yeah.
I love having conversations with her because she's so smart. She's one of the toughest people I know. You'll never see that girl cry or anything.
I did twice today.
Okay, never mind. We might see her cry a little bit, but it's good for a reason.
Yes.
Good reasons.
Yes.
But she's so tough, especially this year with her arthritis and seeing how much pain she is in. It was terrible, but she's really inspiring because you can see how strong she is.
She really tries hard to like hide it. But, you know, I've watched and I've seen how hard she has to push through, and it's inspiring for sure.
For sure.
To be able to push through and to say, I want to be here and I can't do everything. And be brave enough to say, can you make allowances?
Yeah. And you know that she does not want to do that.
Yeah, it's going to take a while to figure it out. But she's determined, and she will. I know she'll be able to make it through. Yeah.
I've loved hanging out with her and Puggy this year. Like, we've gotten so close this year with having, like, same classes and, like, same interests. Like, we'll just randomly text each other and be like, do you want to go shopping? And we're like, yes, we want to go shopping. Or, like, after cheer, we, like, look at each other and like, so we're going to Chick-fil-A? And then we're like, yes. And Kylie goes, I'll drive. It's so fun being able to hang out with them every day and talk and talk and talk. I love talking to them, and I'm gonna miss being with them all the time.
Lexi.
I've known Lexi since she joined cheer 7th grade, youth cheer. Yeah. I didn't think I really talked to her much, but she worked really hard on that team. I remember she was a really good back spot. It's been really fun this year being able to be a captain with her and also have her in the same group, same stunt group. It's been really fun. I've learned a lot of lessons from Lexi. She's a very strong person.
Tell me about Abby.
Abby is an icon, literally. She is one of the hardest working person I know. Like, seeing her get into this, like, running era this past year and seeing her run before and after practices just shows you how determined of a person she is. She also is a very good coach and supports you no matter what. And she's always thinking about you. I remember last year in one of my cheer stunts, if I ever felt like unsteady about it, I'd always look down and I'd see Abby and she'd make eye contact with me and be like, you got this, you got this. And I was like, you're right. What am I doing? Like, I just need to squeeze. Like, I got this.
Just need to squeeze. It only was that easy.
I know.
Squeeze.
Just squeeze. Stay. You got this.
Uh-huh.
I just love that about her. I love how supportive she is. And I also love how crazy she goes for each routine. Mm-hmm. Like, you can tell how much she loves each and every one of us. I remember my sophomore year at state and
Falling
dance.
out of a chair.
Falling out of that chair because she is going so hard. And, like, she didn't really even coach varsity that year, but she was going ham. Yep. And I was like, that's her. That's her right there. That's Abby.
I love it. That's so good. What about Zach?
Zach. Oh, my. He is one of the smartest person I know ever. Like, I don't think I've ever met anyone smarter than him. He also does a lot for our team that I don't think a lot of people notice. I don't know how he does it either. Like, he does so much for us, always. And he's always caring and worrying about us, even though he's, like, barely even there. He's, like, shows up at the end of practice to do his signs, which are awesome. Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding? One of my favorite memories of Zach is probably playing nerds with him. It is so funny. We're just playing, and then it's, like, silent. He's silent sitting in the corner, and then he's just playing, and then all of a sudden, nerds. What? We just started the game. Like, how did you do that?
Excuse me, sir.
And it's so funny to see him, like, compete with everyone who's playing, like, all of you guys, too, and be like, take that. And it's so funny watching him do that. Oh, my.
We're far too competitive.
Oh, yeah. Especially in that game.
Oh, yeah. Gina
is super hardworking. She is always sacrificing so much time for us and doing so much for our team and always making sure that we're at our best and at our best ability, and she cares about each of us individually, which I love about her. I think one of my favorite memories with Gina is either my freshman year when we were waiting for everyone to come back from at Disneyland. We're waiting for them, and she's like, someone teach me how to gritty. I'm like, I got you. And so I show her, and then she goes, I'm like, okay, gets it first try. Love that. And or last year, I loved speed walking through the crowds at Disneyland. We're just like, and we're just having a race. And she's like, I was stuck behind someone. That's why you won. I'm like, you're right, Gina.
We're far too competitive.
You're right.
Come on. Just talk about me.
It's hard. It's right in front of your face, too.
Just talk to me.
But I'm really
Tell me
bad
all the
at
nice
that.
things.
You are one of the, like, funniest people I've ever met. Like, you have this laugh that is so contagious, and you can literally make anyone in the room laugh. And I've loved the, like, inside jokes that we've made this year and all of our funny things. It's so funny. But, like, my best memories are definitely going to Disneyland with you and, like, waiting in line and you telling us your high school stories and we're all just laughing our heads off, or we're just riding our favorite ride over and over and over again. Obviously, we're going to do that again next week.
How many times are we going to ride it?
2 of my account. But you're also very caring and supportive. Oh my gosh.
Cue crying.
No, not yet. I'm not done. You always make people feel like they belong, no matter what. You know how to give confidence to people, and you are really good at knowing what to say at the right exact time. Like, you've helped me so much with all of your advice, and especially with all of my struggles, you were right there with me. And I don't know where I'd be without all your help and support, but I'm truly grateful for everything you've done for me and all these opportunities that you've allowed me to have and how much you've taught me. You taught me so much. And I wouldn't change anything. Like, not only are you just my coach, you're one of my best friends. And we're far from over. Far from over.
Yes.
But just want to say thank you for everything. Oh, man. Paige?
You're a baby.
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not a baby.
No,
I
you're
told
not.
myself I wasn't really going to cry anyways.
It's okay.
Oh, man. Good thing you did that last.
We wouldn't have made it to your friends.
No. Oh, my gosh.
No. I can't tell you how healing it's been for me to coach you. I have athletes that I work with that I connect to, and it happens every so often where it's just like, she's my girl. I see you. I see your struggles, and I am so grateful that I've been able to be here for you through this year and all of it. It's been so good for me, and I know that I don't think you realize how much you've helped me too. Like, that is, if that is one thing I teach to any of my athletes, it is love being you. You know, I don't want you to be anybody else but you. So I am very proud of you. This year has been so fun. Oh, I love you.
I love you too.
Tumbling through life with grace and without a lot of grace. That's me.
Whole lot of eating, Matt.
Let's eat that together. Go fight, win. It's kind of like a double meeting, because now, like, eating's a good thing. You know, let's eat.
Let's eat.
Let's eat some Matt. Like,
Let's eat some Matt. Let's go eat that routine.
we should be mic'd up more often.
I know.
This is going to be really fun to watch later.
See, I told you we're the funniest people ever. Okay.
Oh, man. Okay. You ready? We're going to say go fight, win. Go fight, win something.
Something.
You're not helping me. I need you to help me.
I'm sorry, I'm making your life so hard.
Go
Oh, fight.
win